life was a lie. I'm so glad you're mine. We should just take our time to do things right. Just promise you will try, and I promise I will try. You don't need nobody else as long as you're mine. Yeah, I'm selfish, I just want you to myself, yeah. You love it, I don't want you loving no one else. Please don't love no one else. Yeah, hold me, I just need for you to show me you want this, give your all and now do the rest. Baby, I'll do my best. Every night I'm just wishing that I was with you, missing you, I just wanna come and lay with you. You know that I'm here to stay. You don't ever gotta go astray. Free your mind, you can always get control of it. The old fleas tell them you done got a new life. You may have just found your wife. You better let her know something. I just want you to myself, and you're loving. I don't want you loving no one else. Please don't love no one else. I'm selfish, I just want you to myself, and you're perfect. I don't want you wanting no one else. Cause you don't need no one else. You'll never need no one else.
Straight up.
How's everybody doing? It's the Proof in the Pudding podcast show, and I go by the name of Sion 919. I'm excited about today's show because we got a very talented woman in the building. She's a singer, songwriter, and mom, and sound healer. She goes by the name of Lexus Risean. How you feeling today?
I'm amazing.
Yo, that's a beautiful thing right there. So for the people that may not be familiar, let's let them know a little bit about you and where you're from.
Okay, so I'm from California. I'm from Vallejo, California. I stayed there until I was about 12, and me and my family moved with my mom and us. We moved to Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
And I just moved down here to Dallas this year in January.
Okay, so you've been around a couple of places right there. So before we talk about your early beginnings right quick, we just played Selfish, right? What inspired that song right there? Because like your lyrics in that one is deep. So let's talk about that real quick. Then we'll take it back to the beginning.
Okay, Selfish. I wrote that just feeling like I was in love.
You was in love. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So all right, let's talk about what was that recording session like for you?
It was, you know what? I have something that's called like booth anxiety.
Right.
So when I got in there and I did that song, like I did it within like an hour. You know, that one was really easy for me. I have a lot of songs, and it's hard for me to execute most of my songs. But that's like one of my first songs that I feel like I came out confident. Like, okay, I did a good job on that one.
Yeah, you definitely did a good job. Let's talk about the video. Like, what was that experience like for you? Because like, yo, again, it's like you touch an emotion and it resonates with people because like, yo, when you find that love, you do want it for yourself. You don't want nobody else to get the love. So let's talk about that. What inspired the concept to the video?
To be honest, okay, so I'm a big fan of like Janae Aiko.
Okay.
And like I don't know if y'all know the Trigger video.
Trigger.
And it's like she was like singing at, I don't know if she was singing at the mountain. You don't know what she was really singing at.
Right.
And so I told my the dude that did the video, I told him, I was like, I want something like that, but I want to be singing at the water. I love water. Wow. So yeah, I love the water. So I was like, let's go to a lake. Let's find a lake. And we went to a lake down here called White Rock Lake, and we just shot it there. And I was like, just catch me just singing to the nature.
Okay, and it came out dope. Definitely a dope video right there. So let me ask you, how long did it take y'all to do the video?
Not long. We was done shooting within like 15 minutes. I
Oh
actually
wow.
did you gonna play close to me
Right.
later on. And I shot both of the videos in the same day.
Okay, so you working
Yeah,
with
so I did close to me like in the like a little bit earlier, and then I
right,
did that one at night because I purposely wanted to get it while the sun was going down. It was kind of dark and
right.
just get the water looking real pretty.
Yeah, and he definitely captured that right there, and that's definitely dope. So
Yeah,
for the
he
new
kept he
fan,
kept trying to he kept trying to lighten the video. He like it's real dark, and I'm like that's how I wanted. Like that's why I wanted this time. Like keep it like that. That's fine. Like that's perfect. So
wow. All right,
yeah.
and that's the thing. So you had a vision for it right there. So for the new fans or the people that may not be familiar, right? Let's
Yeah.
talk about how you first got into music. How did you first get into singing and songwriting?
Choir.
In
I
the choir
always
and church.
yeah. I was
Wow.
raised in the church, so and I was always in the choir. Me and my little brother.
All right. Around what age did you first start singing? When did you first know you had a voice?
Um, I want to say like 14.
Oh, 14.
Yep, and I sung in the festival. I sung Aaliyah 4 Page Letter in front of
Wow.
everybody. But yeah, but I always like I writing is my strength, and I don't. I've been writing ever since I can remember. Like I don't even have a time on that, but probably
Wow.
singing. I want to say like around 14.
Right. Okay. What were some of your early inspirations? Like, what were some of the people that you looked up to as far
Um,
as singers?
when I was younger, Brandy. I love
Brandy,
Brandy. I love Britney Spears.
Britney Spears,
Hey, and Tony Braxton.
Tony
I always
Braxton.
remember like my mom used to play her all the time, and
Right.
she had this orange CD,
Wow.
and mom would play it all the time, and like I would listen to every last one of her songs.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
And from there, they were the early inspirations. What about writing? Like, what were some of the writers that inspired you?
Um. Oh, I can't really think of none like from back in the day, but I know like now I really like Seven Streeter.
Seventh Street is dope.
Yeah, I really like her. If Janae Aiko, if she write her songs, I'm not sure if she do or not really,
Right.
but I love her. I love her music. Like,
Okay.
and then I like The Dream.
The Dream is another
Yeah,
good
he
one.
makes some. Yeah, he make beautiful music. So.
Okay. He's actually from North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina. The Dream is from here. So
Oh, really?
salute to the
Yeah,
Dream. Yeah, that's dope
yeah,
right
he
there.
makes good music.
Okay, so let me ask. Okay, did you start off writing? Because I know a lot of times when people do songwriting, they normally start off writing poems and stories and stuff like that. Then evolves to music. What
Heck
was your
yeah,
journey like?
poetry.
Poetry.
Right,
Okay.
like yeah, it's so crazy because I got so many from when I was 14 still, like, and I be finding little writings and so many notebooks. I got like over 30 notebooks from like when I was younger all
Right.
the way up, and some of them like I'll take some of the stuff that I said in my poetry and I'll put it in my songs, and then some of my stuff I'll be reading. I'll be like, dang, I could tell I was young, like what the heck.
Wow. Yeah, but that's
But
the thing. Looking at your catalog, like you say, you still got that stuff. So it's like over the
yeah,
years, how's your writing style changed and evolved?
um, I get better every time.
Right.
I think I was good back then though. Like I think to be honest, I think that writing is my gift. So
Yeah.
it just come naturally to me. Honest, I feel like I was even looking at some of the stuff. I can just tell I was young, but it was still good to be the age I was when I wrote it. And
Right.
then now, like I feel like I get better every time I write something. I feel like I get better.
Yeah, and that's the thing right there. That's the goal, to get better every time
Yeah.
right there. So, all right, looking back, right? Do you remember making the transition from the choir to doing your own songs? You remember that?
Um. Yeah, I do because I sung in the choir only up until I might have been like I went back when I was grown too. So I want to say I fully stopped around like 22, 23.
Right.
And then I started, I just here recently started recording my own songs to be for real, for maybe like 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago, doing your
Yeah.
own. Okay.
And
So,
yeah.
what was that experience like?
It was, I just don't know. Like, I wanted to be a gospel singer for a long time. To be honest, I still kind of want to be one
Right.
in the future. I won't be one right now, but that's my end goal.
Right. That's your calling. You already
Yeah, that's
know
my
where you
end
go.
goal. When I get a little bit older, I want to go full gospel.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And I seen Soundhealer. So let's talk about that. When we say Soundhealer, what let's break that down for the people right quick.
So for the sound healer, it's basically just like therapy through music and through sound. So I play the singing bowl too. So
Wow.
like people that follow me, they'll see that I got it up on my page, and I do
Right.
stories of like I do it around mostly like my family and my friends and stuff right now. Um, I meditate with them with like different oils, and then I just play the sound bowl. And then
Wow.
another part for me with it is some people just play the singing bowl, but I take it as it's my lyrics too. You
Wow.
know, I want to make relax. My goal is to make relaxing music.
Right. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Music is
So
therapy right
yeah,
there.
music is therapy, and so like that's why I aim to go in a more slow like my songs. If you listen to my songs, they're real slow and kind of spaced out, but it's for you to hear my lyrics
Right.
and for you to be able to digest it and for it to be relaxing. Like you
Wow.
know.
Okay. So let me ask you, okay, what was one of your favorite songs that stand out the most right now? I know you got a lot, and being an artist, we normally love them all. If you had to pick one to say that means the most to you, which song would that be?
Um. Oh. Like, do it gotta be new?
It don't have to be new. Any out of any song you ever done.
Out of mine?
Out of your songs.
Out of my songs?
Yeah.
Um, hey, I got a song. I took it off my YouTube, but it's called "Play Your Guitar."
Play your guitar.
And yes, and that's my favorite song I ever wrote.
Wow. Do you remember
Yeah.
it?
Huh?
Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Uh-huh.
You ever performed it before?
No.
Okay, okay. I ain't gonna put you on the
Yeah,
spot
but
then. I'm not gonna do it.
it's just basically I'm singing to somebody. Like in the song, I'm singing
Right.
to a dude, and I'm telling him like play your guitar, right? I know that's your healer, but it really just mean like for anybody, just like I'm gonna be there with you, you
Right.
know. So just whatever you do good, just don't be scared to do it. Just do it, and I'm gonna be right there with you while you're doing it.
All right. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, definitely
Yeah, I'm
support
gonna put
right
that
there.
one back up, but it was so good, and I feel like I didn't execute the song right. And a lot of people liked it, but I feel like I didn't execute the song right, so I took it back down. I'm gonna redo it and then put it back up, probably with a
Okay.
video.
With
Cause
a
that song
video.
was too good for me. Just to some of my songs I do throw out there, you know, and I'm still learning. Like so, for everybody on here, like I only been doing it for 2 years, and keep in
Right.
mind I am a mother, so you know, like going
Right.
to the studio and everything is very expensive. You know,
Exactly.
so I don't like. It's not that I don't want to be consistent, but it's just that you know I can't always afford to be consistent. So that's why I'm still learning. Like even with my voice and stuff,
Right.
I'm still learning with my voice.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's a beautiful journey. Can you see the comments?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, okay. You got a lot of your family and people in here too. So
Yes, I
they've been
appreciate
showing
everybody
up.
that's tuning in.
Yeah, they're showing up for you.
I know a lot of people told me y'all was, so
And they
I'm so
definitely in here.
happy. And I want to let y'all know, like, you know, I just want supporters. Like, not no fans, not no followers, just supporters. You know,
Wow.
I'm letting y'all see my journey. That's why, like, even on my Facebook, people be like, "Oh, well, you know, you could have did a little better on this part, or you could have." And I love all that because I'm still learning. Like in
Right.
every aspect of my life, I'm still learning how to be a mother. I'm
Yeah.
still learning how to, you know, be a singer, an artist, everything. So, you
Wow.
know, I take everything in and I appreciate everything. So I just want, you know, I don't get on there and I don't be, that's why I don't be like, share this, like this, comment that, because I want y'all to
Right.
do it at your own will because y'all want to.
Right.
And
And
I want y'all to watch it because y'all want to. So,
that's the thing. You want it organically right there. And
organically.
that's definitely the thing. Is like when I tapped in and I listened to your music, it's like you're honest with your lyrics. You're honest is
Yeah.
like certain things, even the way you're singing it is like, it sucks you in and you take us on a journey, but it's from the heart. It's like,
Yeah.
you have a big passion. I can tell this is something that you really want to do. So let
Mhm.
me ask you, how do you balance being a mom, being an artist, you know, and then you got your regular life outside of that. So how do you balance all of those things?
I got a great support system.
Dope.
And just being honest, like I wouldn't be able to do it if I didn't have like the people that I got around me.
Right.
You know, I have a mother, you know, I have a sister, I have so many aunties. I have like 9 aunties.
Oh, wow.
And we're all a close family. We all help one another. And that's how I'm able to do it. When I go to the studio and everything, 'cause I'm a single mother. So anytime I go to the studio or do certain things, like my mom, my sister, one of my aunties or a cousin got my baby.
Wow.
So that's the only way I'm able to do it.
Yeah, that's important in this game right here, because like you said, having a support system and stuff like that. So let me ask you, when did you know, like when was the first time you knew singing is something that I want to do? Like I want to do this full time. I want this to be my career?
I still don't know. I don't want to say, I'm being honest, I don't want to just say like it's my,
Right.
my full career, because I think I would be okay with just writing too. I
Right.
enjoy it as a passion, but to be honest, like sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I I want to do it full time, and then sometimes I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do it full time. I just want to, because I don't want to lose my passion in it. It's really a hobby for me, and it's a it's a passion, but I don't want to make it in. Some people say they do it so long and they make it into a job, and then they don't like it no more. It's my getaway. So I don't want my release to ever be like, that's my release. So if I make that my job, and like, to where having to do it and I lose the fun in it, then how else I'm gonna release myself?
Right. So you want it to be therapy. So okay. So you think songwriting might be more something that you want to do long term, like write songs for other people?
Absolutely, because I love writing, so I wanna write books and everything too. Later now in the future. So writing, would be good. And I got so many songs, like I grew and I got so many songs too. So people that's watching this, like, hit me up. I got songs that I'm not gonna sing. I have songs that, like, I'm not even that woman no more. So I'm not even gonna let them kind of things come out my mouth, to be honest. Not saying that, it's different waves, and people, it could be some I'm 26, it's some 21-year-olds or some 18-year-olds that I wrote them songs when I was that age. Now I'm a grown woman. I'm more experienced. I probably won't say them things that I said in them songs. Hit me up. I got them.
That's the thing right there. Okay. So like, what artists is in the game, right? If you could pick any artists, if you could pick 5, right? 5 artists, any genre. If you could write a song for them, or you could ghostwrite for those artists, which 5 artists would you pick and why?
To ghostwrite, I think that I could do one for. I love Keisha Cole. I think I could write one for her.
Right.
Yes. I think I could do one for Taylor Swift. I love Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
I feel like I would have a couple of songs for her. Let's see who else. I think I got one for Monica.
One for Monica. That's my homegirl right there. I like Monica.
Really,
I like her right there.
Summer Walker.
Summer Walker's dope.
Jacquees
is dope.
Her.
Wow. So you got some big names in there. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I got it. Like, when it comes to my opinion, like that's my most confident area. Like, I know that I got it. I know I could do better than you. And to be honest, I got better songs than what I even put out. But it's just the fact that I know that, like, when I get in the studio, some of them that I didn't did, to be honest, I can't execute them with my vocals.
Right.
So if I know it's too good, like, I got some that I wrote that's just too good, and I'm just like, I don't even want to risk that right now. Either I gotta wait till I'm better with my vocals, or I gotta get that to somebody. So
yeah. That's real right there. So let me ask you, okay, what's your creative writing process like? How do you get in your zone to write?
Yeah, most of the time, just hearing something, like maybe a word or just something that I think would be a good song title.
Right.
And you want to know, like, how, to be honest, like, sometimes I can be in a grocery store and I can hear, like, overhear a conversation, somebody say something that I really like, and then I'll take my phone out and I'll write down that sentence, or write down, like, the little metaphor that they said, and then I might not even touch it, and then, like, another day I might hear something else, then, you know what I'm saying, then that part will make me make a song up, and then I'll go back to what I heard. I'll go back through my notes and see stuff that I didn't took down, that I didn't heard people say or something like that. Right. And it makes, and then it'll make a song for me.
And then it'll make a song.
I write really good. Like, it's so crazy because if I'm at work, I get my best songs at work, like, because I got so much time to think. Right. So like, I either make them a song at work or like in the middle of the night.
Wow. Or in the middle of the night where it's just peaceful, you get the quiet.
I make my best songs, like, it's so quiet. And it's like it feel like the whole world is sleeping. I'm the only one up. I'm able to write something.
Wow. And that's real right there. So let me ask you, what inspires you?
What inspires me? Man, my kids.
Your kids.
And yeah, my kids and me just wanting to be happy.
Right.
To be honest, like, I want to live a good life.
Nah,
I want to live a happy life. So that inspired me enough, and that motivates me. Like,
Right.
So
I definitely understand that. So, okay, from now to back then, when you were 14 years old, when you first started getting into writing, right?
Mm-hmm.
How have you changed, and what would you say to yourself at 14? If you can go back and give yourself some advice, or you can say something, encourage yourself, what would you tell yourself at 14?
If I could go back, I would tell myself like, don't stop, just keep going.
Don't stop.
Like, you know, God, I would tell myself like, don't be so shy. I was so shy. Like, don't be so shy and don't be so quiet. Like, everybody's not gonna like it. That don't mean stop or try to figure out something else to do. Like, if you know what you want to do, just follow your heart. You know, and just trust yourself. Like, whether you feel like, you know, people are listening, they not listening, or people don't like it. You know, even if somebody don't like you, like, just keep going. Don't, you know. I feel like I think about that often too, because I feel like I would have been way further had I kept going instead of just stopping. I'll be on a path and doing real good, and then I stop
Right.
for a long time, just self-doubt. You know, like, I would tell myself, lose that self-doubt,
Right.
and
That's the
you
thing.
know what I'm saying, have confidence.
Nah, definitely. That's real right there. And that's a lot of times it's like, yo, life happens as well. It's like you said, having the confidence to keep going, never quit and keep going and stuff like that. So let me ask you, okay, during your process, right? What's some of the best memories you have when it comes to writing? Like, what's some of your favorite moments or your favorite songs that stand out the most? If you could pick three, what's three of your favorite moments in your writing career?
I want to say my song "Ease My Mind" when I did my first video.
Right.
I did that. I wrote that song like I wrote that song probably like literally the whole song in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And yeah, I had that was my favorite, like, that was my very first video. So I was nervous, but I had fun. I had a ball. Like, that was when and my friend was there. Like, she did my makeup and everything. We just that's my favorite part. And then let's see, Ease My Mind is still, even though like I wrote that song, I didn't think it was that bad. And then now I'm looking back and I'm like, dang, I did talk a little crazy in that song, but that's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna front. Now that's a good song right there. Now I know what you're saying. There's like certain things where it's like, yeah, I don't want to associate myself, but Ease My Mind.
Yeah, I get a lot of compliments on that one. But
yeah, Ease My Mind is definitely.
Oh my goodness, when I was in the studio singing that one too, like, some people came in the studio and they was like, they dropped their mouth when he replayed it for us to hear it over.
Right.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I love the song. I'm just, how is he, what was wrong with it? Then now when I listen to it, I'm like, oh my goodness, like, I don't even want to sing it loud to it.
Wow.
but I do love the song. And then I love that one. And then, oh my goodness, I love Selfish.
Selfish is good.
Yeah, I feel like I love Selfish, and then I just did one. I Always Do This. I love that one too.
Always Do This.
That's my I just I do this every time.
I do this every time. What inspired that record? What inspired I Do This Every Time?
That was this kind of feeling like I let myself down.
Wow.
You know, that basically, like, I went into a situation knowing it was no good for me, and
okay,
you know, I knew better than to do it, because I didn't did it before. You know, right. I seen these same signs before. I dealt with the same situation, but I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it anyway. I'm gonna do it again. Like,
so now, you know, this is where the interviewer has you put it out there. Now I got to mess with you a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. So you seen the red flags, right? And you said it's a carnival. You said not the red flag warning. Like, yo, this is a carnival. I'm gonna ride every ride. You went in and did that.
Okay. And so in that song right there, that's why I just uploaded a song called Blue Sheets.
Right.
And it's featuring a guy out here named he another local rapper in Dallas. His name is Lyric. Go check him out, y'all. He dope. Like, we really do really good. We got like two or three songs together, but we do really good. Wow. And so on Blue Sheets, I'm talking about, like, I basically say that, like, you know, I'm about to mess with you, knowing that I shouldn't even be messing with you. Right. You know, so my lyrics is basically just like, you know, I don't belong in this bed. It's basically, when he came back, I explained it to him, and he came back, and like, his part is gonna sound like that I was cheating or something with my dude. Right. But I really was basically saying that, like, I'm having sex with a dude that I know is not in love with me. So why am I I shouldn't even be in your bed. You know, I know you don't love me, and I'm having sex with you anyways because it feels good. And I'm like, and then in the song I say, close the curtains. I don't want nobody to see it. You know, like I don't want nobody to see this, but I want to do it anyways because it feels good. But I know it ain't going nowhere.
Right. Yeah. Help your sisters out there, right? Because a
Yeah,
lot of
and
times that happens.
and
That happens.
and that's what I want to do too, because like I got 2 daughters, right? And then my sister got 3 daughters. And like it's a lot of us, and what I noticed, because I am doing music and I'm more like one of the artistic ones, like they really look up to me. And like anytime I work or anything, like young girls, like teenagers, they cling on to me. I don't know why, but I know I'm real, like, you know, sweet, like motherly. I always have been since I was in high school. So they always cling on to me, and I'm just like, man, because I was rapping, I got raps too. And I'm like, that's not what I want to promote. Like, I want to promote this and the real about it, because a lot of these girls, not all of them, but you know, a lot of girls that's really getting seen, they're talking about, you know, F this, get the money, get a bag, and everything, like they don't care. And it's like, as women, if we being real, we do care.
We do.
You know, and that's why I like the women that talk about they don't believe in marriage and stuff. Like, stop that. We all want to get married one day.
Right. Help them out.
You know,
help them out. Say that
like,
again.
and that's what
People
I don't like that. And that's why I want to let females know, and the young girls that's listening to me. And that's why I'm singing, you know, I'm singing about that. Like, it hurt when you get up out that bed with a man. It do, even though it feel good at that moment, that's 15 minutes of pleasure. And it do feel good at that moment, you know, but when you get up, you don't feel good. You know?
That's a fact right there. And definitely, like a lot of times, like you said, that's wisdom from experience and stuff like that.
Wait till you marry.
Wait till you marry.
Wait till you marry. And that's another thing I wish I would have told myself when I had my first baby at 18, you know? So I wish I would have told myself that then, you know, like, and I made my own choices because I was raised around good, very, very good and beautiful women. So I knew better, and I did what I wanted to do, you know? So I take full responsibility that I'm happy. But you know, if I can help other young girls, like, you know, I would tell people, like, try to really find your purpose. You know, I don't want nobody to don't leave this earth, you know, not knowing what your purpose is. You know, it's better to jump out there and fall than to just like grow old and be like, I've seen people like just grow up and be like, oh, what if I would have did this? What if I would have did that? Like, don't be that person. Jump out there and fall. And I didn't jump out there, and I didn't fail a couple of times, you know. I was down, and that's why I'm in Dallas now, to be honest. You know, I came to Dallas and I followed my mom, you know, to make sure that I had to have the help that I needed with my kids, because you know what I'm saying, we all get down sometimes. So
it gets hard out there, and that's the thing, making the transition. Like you said, you were a mother, right? So it's like you were mother 18. So it's like life changes. It's like a lot of times we don't think about it at that time, and it's like, unfortunate, it's like we have babies and stuff out of love, but it don't always work out that way. You know what I mean? And it's like sometimes it get nasty and stuff like that. But you've been around the world. So you say you grew up in California, right?
Yeah.
All right. Dallas.
It was beautiful out there. As long as, I mean, I was really young. You know, so that's where all my childhood memories come from. Is out there on my my daddy's side. I was raised by my mom, but my daddy's side raised me because my mom is from Kansas City, and her people is in Kansas City. But she was in California. Her mother brought her to California. So where she met my dad. So I was raised really on his side of the family. They raised me really. You know, until we got to until we moved to Kansas City. But it's really beautiful out there. I think that's why I like the water so much.
Wow.
You know.
That makes sense. So all right,
and the weather was, you know.
The weather was nice out there. All right. So if you had to compare, like, California, let's take it to California and Kansas City, what's some similarities and some differences in there? How did it influence you or shape your life?
To be honest, like, I feel like when I got to Kansas City, I was always been kind of shy, but I feel like when I got to Kansas City, it's more rougher out there.
Wow.
You know, I feel like I had to be more. You got to be more of a strong person out there. So, yeah, I don't got too much to say. I just think that it made me more of a strong person to be. And I experienced my first like racist issues out there.
In Kansas City.
In California, like I grew up around, you know, of course my family, but I grew up around, like, my best friend in the whole wide world. 2 of them was white. You know,
Right.
I spent over their house and everything like that. I was up until I was about 11, 12. And
Right.
then when I got to Kansas City, it was like, to be honest, it was more segregated. It was different. It was so much different than what I was used to.
Wow.
You know, so and I had to be. I feel like I had to be. You know, it was a more tougher surrounding.
Right. Okay, so coming out to shell, what helped you? You said Kansas City, you got more confident, and it's like you had to be more stronger. So, like, what do you think overall got you out of your shell? Because a lot of times it's like we're shy, we're like reserved because like we don't want to make a wave. So, like, what helped you come out of your shell? Because like listening to them lyrics, you're not in the shell no more.
that came with age.
Came with
Me
age.
that just came with age. Because even in Kansas City, like, you know, I didn't got more like stronger and was more harder, but I still was like quiet and shy. I didn't really have I don't know. I didn't have too much of a hard time, but I didn't have a hard time growing up. Like, I always been like people would like me all the time. Like,
Okay. So
like,
you was popular in school and all that?
it wasn't that I was popular, but people like me.
Okay.
You know, when the people that did talk to me and I talked to them, they like me. I'm a real like person.
Okay, so that's dope right there. So in school, did you do a lot of writing in school? Were you good at English and stuff like that? Did you write stories?
Yep, and I was good in history too. I love like mythology. So yeah.
Okay, so all right, let's talk about Ease My Mind. We got the video, right? I got the video. I think I got it queued up. Let me make sure I ain't tripping. Yeah, I got Ease My Mind. Yep. All right. So what was that video? That's not the one you did the same day, or is that the one you did?
No. This is my very first video. I did this last year.
Okay.
So
last year.
I called myself. I was gonna write. I did write the whole EP, but I changed my mind. So I was doing the EP called Aqua Goddess. It was gonna be all sex songs. Yeah, and I was gonna name Aqua Goddess. And so I did. That was one of the sex songs that was on there. Because another thing, I was like, first I was like, I want to do a sex song, a sex EP, because, you know, I like the good things that make us happy, make us feel good, and you know, sex do make, you know, you get that 15 minutes of pleasure, make you feel good. So I'm just like, you know, I want to do an EP on it, and that was my first song that I did, and it was yeah, it was good.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you introduce that right quick. We're gonna jump to that video right quick.
Okay.
You can introduce it.
Oh, okay. This is me, Lexus Risean, and this is Ease My Mind.
Okay, here we go.
Rock Legion.
Cooking.
Wait, let me grab some ice. I wanna do your body right. I've been waiting on you, daddy. You know I had to keep it tight. I wanna hear you say my name. I know just what you like. Tonight you can come inside. Tonight you can come inside. I know you like it when I ride, you better not come. It's been so long, baby. I wanna take my time. You can speed it up once I'm done. Baby, I need your love. Go all the way down. You know how you got me. Let me explode all over your face. I know it turns you on. My body on your body. I can't wait to take you home. I love to hear you moan. I love to curl your toes. I wanna make love to our songs. I wanna fuck you all night long. I can't get enough of your love. I can't get enough of your love. The way you touch me got me shook. The way you love me so damn good. I know you want it, oh boy, I see it in your eyes. I know you want me, you keep undressing me with your mind. I think I need you to ease my mind. Need you to ease my mind.
All right, can you see the comments?
Yeah.
All right, so a lot of people, and that was the Aqua Goddess, right?
That was I never finished that tape. I wrote it, but I love. What's so crazy about that video too is that when I went there, my video was supposed to be 5 girls. It was supposed to be 5 of us, and just a video with just all girls. We're gonna be dancing on a pole and everything.
Right.
And oh my goodness, so much stuff happened, and I'm like, dang, I don't even know like what we gonna do. And my best friend called me and she was pulling up her cousin. And I'm like, she was pulling up her cousin, the one that he always stay fly. Like
Right.
I was like, dang, ask his name Eli. I told him, I was like, ask him, can he be in my video? He always ready. He always dressed up, turned up, and ready to go. And he was like, heck yeah. So we ended up doing it with each other. Like he said, I don't even know what I would have did if he didn't show up because it had all went to shit, to be honest.
Right. And that's the thing sometimes. It's like we had the plans, right? And it's like people say I'm gonna be there. Then it's time to come. So I know you're excited. This is your first video. It's going down. They're gonna show up. So you there. The people not showing up, they probably calling, canceling. But it's like you pulled it together. And looking at it based on the comments, I see 4 or 5, 1. Love it. Blue hearts. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Hearts. Fire.
Okay, yeah. My family and friends. Oh my goodness, I love y'all.
It turned out well. That's what I was about to say. Salute to Samantha Lavelle. She does a lot for indie artists, so definitely tap in with her.
Yeah,
she definitely.
It's so crazy. I get hit up. I didn't been getting hit up a lot. Like some things I had turned down because I don't be feeling too prepared for it. But I didn't got hit up. I think I'm gonna do I told myself I'm gonna do everything from now on, whatever people. So I got another interview.
Okay.
For a magazine, actually, like a local Dallas magazine, y'all. And then I got a show coming up the first Saturday in November in downtown Dallas.
First Saturday in November in downtown Dallas. Salute to Samantha Lavelle. She has the Let's Get Activated podcast as well. So y'all definitely link up. I give you her contact and vice versa. I give each one of you. But the thing I was going to say about the video, right? Even though all that was going on behind the scenes, when you see the final project, nobody would know.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about entertainment, even with shows and the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. People never see, but it's like sometimes we be stressed out. Like even with the show, sometimes there's a lot of stress. It's like, so when you sing the playback, right? Because like I'm gonna get to the dancing and all that. Don't think you got away from the dancing and all that. We're gonna get to that. But when you sing the final project, what was your response? It's like, then I want to know what was the fans' response, but most importantly, what was your response when you sing the final project?
I was so happy. Oh my goodness, I was so happy. I was so nervous. Like I was so scared. Like what if it don't turn out right? I was so happy. TJ Shotty, thank you, TJ. If you ever see this, like he hit me up too. I was like, we need to do another video. I'm like, heck yeah! Like I love that video and the energy. Like that's another thing. Like as soon as I didn't meet him until that day.
Wow.
And I'm like big on energy, but as soon as like we clicked,
right on.
That's what, so the whole vibe was good. Like everybody in the studio, everybody that was there, we all clicked. We had a ball. It was fun. Yeah, like thank you. He made a beautiful video. Like I did not think it was gonna be that good. And then another thing, when I recorded the song, right, and I be rapping too. Wow. And I did a rap song for my brother to do a verse on. So and I did that song. So I sent him. I'm thinking I'm sending him the rap for him to get on, and I sent him that song. I didn't mean to send that one to nobody. I wasn't gonna send that to my daddy or my brother, or my middle cousin. Nobody. I was gonna keep that one. Right. But I sent that to my brother instead of the one I was really supposed to send him on accident. And he called me and he was like, "Don't ever send me no shit like that again." I'm like, "What?" He was like, "That mug hard." Right. He said, "But I can't listen to that." And he was like, "But you did a good job. That's fire." And I'm like, I look back, and it was that song. I said, "Oh my God!" I was so embarrassed. I sent it to my little brother.
But it turned out fine.
And my little brother, he's in Kansas City. His name. I'm sorry, I'm giving out shout outs.
No, you good. No, you good. Do your thing. No, it's all about you right now.
My little brother, his name is Lashman Jr.
Lashman Jr.
in Kansas City. And he popping too, like his video, he doing real good out there. So go listen to him. Like he in the wave right now. So he's doing real good. And then I got another little brother. Gasman Tiger.
Wow.
And they both doing their thing. So go listen to them. They do little duo songs where they do songs together. And then they their own artists. Last Minute JR do his own songs, and Gasman Tiger do his own songs too. So
Okay.
make sure y'all check them out too, because they was some of the first ones I was going to the studio with. Like before I started really recording, I was going with them. Right. And just watching them record and stuff before I really got the guts to start doing my thing. So they inspired me. To my little brothers, they inspired me.
So salute to your brother. So you got a big musical family?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. Okay, and you just said it 3 times. I was gonna let you rock with it. All right, let's talk about this rapping real quick. Like, how did you first get into rap? Real quick.
The rapping just having fun.
Just having fun.
When I do that, I'm just having fun. Yeah. Sometimes I'll catch it. I'll put it in my stories, and I'll take them back down. But yeah, I ain't gonna go nowhere with that. I just be having fun.
All right. So let me ask: do you write them or are you freestyling?
No, I write them.
You write them? All right. What's your favorite rap that you ever wrote?
I just did one, and it's on SoundCloud. It's called Big Lexo.
Big Lexo?
That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one.
And that's your rap name, Big Lexo? All right, yo. So now I got to put you on the spot because I'm pretty sure you said you've been rapping. So yeah, you know any of your rhymes?
I'm not gonna
Come on now, don't do it like that. Yo, there's the proof in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding.
That's not. I don't like to really. I do it. I'm just having fun for real. So go to my SoundCloud and listen.
Go to the SoundCloud. All right, is the Big Lexo on SoundCloud?
Huh?
Is Big Lexo on SoundCloud?
It's just Lexus Risean.
Okay, same.
Everything in Lexus Risean is easy to find. Yeah.
Okay. So
but go in there, y'all gonna pack up.
All right, we're gonna have you spit it then. We're not gonna have you spit nothing. So you said the last one is Big Lexo is the name of the song.
Mm-hmm.
What's the concept behind the track?
I'm just having fun.
Wow.
Just talking crazy. That's basically what it is.
All right, so if you could do it,
some people talked about, just talk about partying and stuff like that.
All right, so if you could do any feature with anybody, right, on a rap song, who would you collab with? Like if you can do one song with anybody, and you can just drop, even if you're having fun, you could drop a 16 on a project. Who would you collab with?
Let me see. Dang, I really haven't thought about that. Like another rapper.
Rapper, or you could do it. It could be a sometimes they had a rap on the song. It could be a Janae Aiko, and then you come in Big Lexo on the track.
Yeah. You know who I would? It's a Sacramento rapper named Stunner Girl. I like her.
Stunner Girl.
I would do it. Yeah, I like her.
Wow. So
like when I'm feeling, I'll be listening to her when I'm feeling ratchet, or when I'm getting ready to go out. Stunner Girl. I like her. She be talking crazy.
And that's the thing, right, with you, because like I hear you saying, though, like I'm shy, I'm more reserved, right? Mm-hmm. But it's like even in the video we just seen, how did you go from shy to dancing? You made it real sexy in there. So how did you get in your zone to do that for that?
Because I was comfortable. Like I said, the energy was right. I'm big on energy. Like as soon as I walked in, as soon as I met dude, we clicked right off the back. And then Eli, I've been around this. I was young. Like so I knew like Eli, I knew him. So
so that comfortability.
Yeah. So I was just comfortable. We had fun. I think we probably took some we drank too. We had some Patron and stuff like that.
Okay.
We drank.
All right. So knock the edge off a little bit. That's wrong with that. Okay.
We had fun. We had some crazy clips in there that they didn't even show. Not just me and him, but just me and my friends. Right. They had clips and everything too. So yeah, we had a ball because I had rented out this pole dancing area, and we had it for like. She gave it. We had it for like I rented out for like an hour, but she gave us like 2 hours. She was so happy I was doing a video on there. She was like, "You got it for 2 hours. Just tag me in the video when you get done with it." And she loved the video. She had it on her page.
Wow, that's dope right there. So let me ask, what was the response, right? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people were shocked when they seen this one. You like you said, you sent it to your brother. They were shocked. Like, wait a minute. So now the video is out. What was the response that you got? That was your first video coming out. What was the response? What was the reception to the song?
Everybody was like, "Not Lexus," just with the lyrics. They was like, "Oh my goodness, not you." Like
Right.
I can't believe you talking like that. Yeah.
Wow, and that's dope right there. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling right there. And it's like
And
definitely the
then,
lyrics.
believe it or not, I had a lot of dudes hit me up. They was like, I should have been on the video. Like people I didn't even know. Like some dudes
Wow.
I didn't know, some dudes I didn't know. And like dudes like, I should have been in the video. I should have been in the video.
So they start jumping in the DM.
Mm-hmm. Oh
They start
yeah.
jumping in the DM. Oh
Of
wow.
course.
All right. So all right. Now you're an artist, so I gotta ask, right? So now, do you get the groupie love now? Like a lot of people that back then they won't talking. Now everybody's coming at you like, I seen that video. How you doing? What's up with you? Hey, big head. You know how people do. Hey, stranger.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do
And
that.
the thing is, I got a lot of what's so crazy is I get a lot of other local artists or like upcoming artists that mess with me.
Right. And that's the thing.
So and that's good. And that's why I know like as far as like just having regular people listen to me, I get more I think it's because like artists and producers and stuff, y'all other people y'all can see like my potential.
Right.
You know, and so I get more of them people that reach out to me than regular people that's just listening. It's always other artists that reach out to me, always.
And that's a good thing then. So that means they see something like, yo, you got it. You got something. So it's like, okay, would you write for other female artists? Like, would you write for female artists as well?
Mm-hmm. If you know, it's like I don't even think I name no dudes. I always name girls. I love women though. Yeah.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Women empowerment, yeah, that's what it's all about. Yeah, you know, lifting one another up. So it's like normally you see women divide.
I would love to do collab. Like I don't know my other girls, like, but a lot of dudes hit me up.
Wow.
I haven't had no females hit me up. Like as far as that, the interview that like the next interview I'm supposed to be doing, a woman hit me up, but. As far as music and everything, it's always dudes.
It's always dudes. Yeah, and that's the thing. So it's like you bring something to the table.
Ask me, can they just use my vocals in the background of their songs already?
Right.
And everything.
Okay. So in the future, can we look forward to that? You're going to do more collabs as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So that's coming as well. Okay. So let's talk about it, right? That was the first video, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now you said that was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Looking back from today, right? From 2 years ago back then. What things have you learned and how have you evolved from then?
Whatever. I think that's kind of, I don't even know how to answer that right now. Like, I evolved a lot. Like I've learned a lot. Like I'm, as far as like just knowing, I'm still flowing. I think that's just what it is. I'm still learning. Like I'm not exactly where I want to be right now. Like even with my, with my writing and my singing, I'm not exactly where I want to be. So I'm still like, a lot of my songs are different vibes, just because I'm still getting to know myself as an artist.
Nah, I respect that.
The artist, even then, like I know that I evolved to where I was like, I don't want to sing too much about sex, but I was going that route last year.
Right.
And I evolved. So I'm just like, you know what? That's not what I want to. That's not what I want to put out there.
And that's real, because like you don't want to put your image or your brand to get stuck in that box. A lot of times it's like,
and that's what I was worried about. And so I changed that, and then I started singing like, then I came with the selfish,
right?
Video, whatever. And then now, like, I want to add because I write a lot. I want to do my poetry. So when y'all listen to I Do This Every Time, I'm gonna start making more songs like that where I'm putting a little bit of advice and spoken word into my music.
Yeah,
so
that's the thing. That's definitely needed.
So I'm still like I'm evolving. I am evolving because I started it as that artist. Like I was gonna do that sexual tape. I pulled that back and was like, I do some sex songs every now and then, but I'm not gonna do no whole tape on one.
Wow.
And then I went to the love songs. And then I'm still at the love songs, but I now want to add I'm gonna be giving advice when I'm singing.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So
I don't know if y'all ever heard "Talking in His Sleep" by Toni Braxton.
Talking in His Sleep.
It's called "Talking in His Sleep" by Toni Braxton, and she like her chord. She's kind of doing like a slight poetry, but she's talking to the man she's talking to the man because he's talking in his sleep about cheating. So she's talking to him. But she's just talking, and she's singing so beautiful in the background, and everything is so beautiful. And I want to make more music like that because I do want to put my poetry out there.
Okay, that makes sense. So not like Floetry. I'm gonna go listen to the Tony
Heck
Braxton.
yeah. Heck
Okay.
yeah. That was a good example. Thank you.
Okay, all
Heck yeah,
right.
something like that. But I'm gonna be doing both of the parts.
Okay, all right. And that's the thing right there,
I
because
wanna find. I'm sorry, I can cut you off.
no, you're good. No,
But I
you're
wanna
good.
find. I wanna find some other people that's doing poetry too, because I wanna sing in the back of y'all's.
That would be
For
dope.
sure.
That would be dope. And that's the thing, is like content. You have substance with your music. It's like a lot of times when we first started out, it's like we doing what everybody else is doing or what's popular. So that's growth in itself. It's like, yo, I want my music to have a meaning. I want to help people. If I'm gonna represent anything, I want to lead people the right way. Because a lot of times as artists and lyricists and singers and stuff like that, people don't think the responsibility of your words. It's like, or the power of music. It's like, yeah, once you put it out there and people is like, they really take that on. They start believing that. So even with a lot of the trap music and stuff like that, these younger generations that's listening to this, they get more violent. They wind up going to the streets. A lot of them wind up going through that stuff. But the artists, when they made the song, they may just be having fun. They may be just turning up. But it's like, once people start dying, once people start getting locked up, that
And
blood is on your
your
hand.
words is so powerful, and that's exactly, you explained it better than I did with the. And that's why it's sound healing for me too, because I want to be that sound. When you come to my show and stuff, I'm gonna be speaking to your soul, because words speak to the soul anyway. So like I said, people listen to all that stuff, and then they get out there and they got that mindset, because that's what they listen to. So they want to shoot, they want to do all that, you know. And when I started doing my music and everything like that, like when y'all listen to mine, I want y'all to love yourself. I want y'all to, you know.
Wow.
That's what I'm aiming. I'm aiming to touch your soul, because when you leave out of my show, I want you to feel like you done got something to your spirit. Like, hey, you know, I'm not gonna do this no more. I'm gonna love myself. I'm gonna be more of from here on out, I'm gonna be more encouraging. And people learn from other, you know, they say like smart people learn from their own mistakes, and wise people learn from other people's mistakes.
Right.
You know, so I'm gonna put some of my stuff, I'm gonna be raw in a lot of my songs. Just like I do this every time, I was raw in that, like, you know, I'm creating soul ties. I didn't slept with, you know, I slept with this person, and now, you know what I'm saying, I'm hurting because it's not what I thought it was gonna be. So I'm gonna be real, so y'all know, like, you know, we all go through the same thing. A lot of people don't want to speak on it, but I'm gonna speak on, you know, my experiences.
And that's real right there. And a lot of people, they worried about STDs, but it's sexual transmitted demons as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but you gotta protect yourself from all that. That's another issue too. So
so that's the thing. So okay, off topic real quick, right? With all the sexuality in the game right now, we talked a little bit about it earlier. A lot of women, they're using sex, and you know, a lot of men are womanizing, and they tell women, yeah, talk sex. That's gonna make money. That's gonna make money. Long term, right? Let's talk about some of the dangers and some of the setbacks of a lot of women. They think, okay, I'm gonna dress sexy, I'm gonna talk sexy, because that's gonna get me popping quick. But they lose respect, as far as like people don't have the same respect. Whereas like if you keep your clothes on, you're talking about they're gonna treat you a different way.
Yeah, absolutely.
From things you've seen in life or just experience looking at other artists, what's some of the dangers for the artists that's up and coming and they thinking that's my way to make it? What advice would you give them?
I'm gonna say, be who you want to attract, and basically, for real, be who you want to attract, because like we hear a lot of these girls, they don't last in relationships, because I've heard people that said that when he got with me, I wasn't who he thought I was. I dress like this, but when I get home, I'm a real woman. Like, I cook, I clean, I expect him to come home. But then when you get on stage, you half naked. He wants that woman when he go home. He wants the one that's talking about partying all the time and doing this and doing that, and that's what you're gonna get. That's the type of people that you're gonna attract.
Right.
So you gotta watch your character and just be who you want to attract. And that was another thing that I took highly into consideration before I put out my tape too. Even though I'm not, I'm gonna grow into somebody, like, because I'm gonna be bigger than this. So I don't want to attract the wrong, even in the industry, I don't want to attract the wrong kind of people. Because if I go that route, then them people ain't gonna be no good. It's gonna be about that. It's gonna be about sex and do this and take that off, and like, no, because another thing, I'm gonna grow old. Like, But I got daughters, like, you know, I ain't trying to be 80 years old and, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I want some stuff. Another thing that I like about the videos and just music that I think about a lot is I think that, you know, one day I'm gonna be gone and my kids got something to listen to.
Wow. And
When
that's
they
a
miss
fact.
me, they're gonna be able to go on. They're gonna be able to go onto YouTube and they're gonna be able to see their mom. They're gonna be able to see so many videos of me. They're gonna be able to hear my voice all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think about that a lot too.
The music and the videos, they definitely live forever. And
Yeah,
it's like,
so it's
and
gonna be
it's
legendary for my kids and my kids' kids. They gonna, you know, how was grandma or how was great grandma?
right.
Yeah, let's go watch her. Then I'm gonna inspire them.
Yeah, and that's the thing right there. So to be 2 years in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
You already get it. It's like, yo, everything that I do has to be strategically done. So it's like you already thinking long term. Like, yo, so even after I'm gone, I still want to represent myself in a respectable way. I still want to, you know, hold myself to a standard that's going to be something that they can look up to. A lot of times people don't get that. So it's like you're definitely wise for your age. You definitely have wisdom. And I like what you're doing. And it's like, even the thing about it is like, yo, I'm listening to the music, right? I'm listening to it. And I'm like, yo, she's dope with the lyrics and stuff like that. So it's like a lot of times when I bring people on the show, it's because I see either potential or I just want to give them flowers or I want to salute them.
Mm-hmm.
In this situation, I want to give them both. Because it was the music first as I'm listening to it. And I'm like, yo, that's dope. It's a different style. It's different. The way that you're coming, you're in your own lane. It's like the game needs that because
I get that a lot too. I get that a lot. Everybody, like, you in your own lane.
right. Because a lot of people, they sound the same. Everybody's copying. So when I heard that, it was the originality, like, yo, it's different. Then I started listening to the lyrics, like, oh, okay, yo, it's a little sexy here, but it was in a classy way, if that makes sense. It's like in a clever way. It's like you can say something that's, you know, out there that's just outlandish and you can just put it out there. But like it takes a skill to be clever. And that goes back to your poetry and your spoken word background. That's the difference between just, you know, writing and then being a writer. So when I'm listening, I was impressed by that because it's like you could say certain things just basic, flat out, but then you can use like a metaphor and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, she's a little clever with the pen, but I never spoke to you. Yeah. So I never knew about the poetry background. I never knew about what you're saying now. Like, yo, I want to be remembered a certain way. So now that I get to talk to you and we having a one-on-one and it's like, yo, you know, eventually I want to evolve to gospel. You know, I'll write other songs, my old stuff. I give that to somebody else. That's fine. But it's like, for me, I want to set a standard. And it's like, that's respectable and commendable as a black man to a black woman, because like a lot of times in the game now, the game is so over sexualized. Whereas like a lot of women, you'd be surprised, like even with like between the ages of 40 and I would say 20, a lot of women, they feel like that's their only value, sex. This is the only thing I have to offer. Or like, you know, I know my sex is good or I look good, but it's like outside of that though, you're still a beautiful woman. Outside of that, you're a mom. Outside of that, you have a brain. Outside of that, you have dreams. But a lot of women, they only connect with the sex because they feel like that's their only value. Right. So to hear you breaking it down, like, yo, no, you know, like that was cool. I was young. I went through what I went through. And you say you're only 26. Yeah. Yo, salute to you, because it's women that's 35 and still ain't figured it out. Yeah. It's more than that. It's like, yo, so that is in itself. I have a 23-year-old. Oh, okay. So that's 3 years younger than you. So it's like, yo, to know that it's like, because I know what she's dealing with. I know what she's seeing. I know the role models and stuff that she's watching. To see somebody 26 years old doing music that's speaking like, yo, look, I'm more than that. Yeah. That's a breath of fresh air as a father. Because it's like, yo, it's not hopeless. It's like, yo, when you look at that certain times, it's like, yo, it's hopeless. What are they doing? Where are they leading? So to see that, it's needed. And I know you said, yo, I'm just getting wet. I'm just getting my feet wet. Yeah. Got a long way to go. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't get distracted. Don't let nobody get you off your path, because God has a purpose for what you're doing. Absolutely. You already know you're spiritual when you said, I'm going to be gospel. So I ain't even spirit bearer spirit. You already know your calling. You're growing, you're evolving. You said not right now, and I respect that.
Yeah.
The same way with me. I'm doing the podcast. I still do hip hop and stuff like that, but I know long term, I'm going to be in the gospel arena. Whether it's behind the pulpit, whether it's doing ministry, probably will be more on the street ministry side, winning souls, evangelism, you know, spiritual warfare. I deal with stuff like that, deliverance.
Yeah.
I know my call, but it's like right now I'm not there. I'm not there yet. So it's like, yo, in due time, I'll get there. So as a black man to a black woman, I want to salute you because that's dope for a 26-year-old. When I first seen you, I never knew none of this. But one thing that I tell people all the time is God makes no mistakes. Yeah. Nothing happens by happenstance. Nothing happens just on the fly. I don't believe in luck, none of that. So it's like people say, well, how do you pick some of the people on your? It's like if God says, yo, reach out to them. I'll leave it at that. I reach out to them because I know everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. Do I know their story? No. I don't want to know this story till y'all get up here. As you start talking and you saying, boom, yo, I want to leave a legacy for my kids. I want to represent the right way so that my grandkids, it's like, now I know, God, you still ain't failed me yet. Yeah. You ain't let me down yet. Like every time you do it, because that's what the platform is about, to inspire other people, to show them like, okay, boom, you've been in the game 2 years. You've been writing since the age of 14. It took you a journey to get to where you are now. Yeah. You understand like, yo, this is just beginning. My journey is still going. But it may be somebody that's still, they may be 16. They may have just started writing like, yo, I don't know how I'm going to get there. So even now you're inspiring other people to be like, yo, you don't have to take your clothes off. You don't have to do this. You don't have to cut corners. You can, and God will make a way for you. I see your family in here, you know, they're representing people in here. They encourage you, auntie this, you know, yo, you're doing your thing. That's a beautiful thing because people need to see that. Because a lot of times as artists, we don't get the support. There's a lot of women, and it's like, you know, and I'm going to just be honest. There's a lot of women that come on the show and they may talk the sexual stuff and stuff like that, and they still don't get the support. So it's like, okay, now you take all your clothes off. Now you put yourself out there. You don't blow up. You don't get the fame and stuff. And you're left with that forever. Yes. And it's like, that's heartbreaking as a man to me. So to see this and to hear that, it's like, yo, that's a beautiful thing. So I want to salute you on what you're doing. And I know you're going to go further, right? I know this is just the beginning. I know the sky's the limit. You said even a few books. What type of books you got coming? I mean, down the road. What type of books we talking?
Okay, so children books. So I've already wrote my I already wrote my first one. So I got a 7-year-old daughter. Right. And I wrote one that's called, and her name is Winter. So I already wrote a book that's called Winter in Africa. Winter in Africa. And basically I'm a dog groomer. And I love animals. So in the book it's about me, my 7-year-old daughter, and my youngest daughter. I got a 2-year-old. Okay. And I made, instead of me being a groomer, I'm a nutritionist for animals, and I travel all around the world and, you know, like do diets for the wildlife. Right. And basically it's just a book. My daughter, we go to the first book is we're going to Africa. We're gonna go to all 7 continents. But the first place we go in, the first book I wrote, I'm working on Winter in Asia right now, but the first continent we going is Africa. So it's Winter in Africa, and basically the book is I get a phone call. We travel to Africa, and on the plane, she gets to ask me what kind of animals is in Africa. Wow. So we go through 7 different animals that's in Africa, and I just teach her all the facts. Each page is different facts about an animal. So I got an elephant. She's gonna ask me about an elephant, and I'm gonna state all the facts and what they eat and stuff like that on each page. And then the first one's gonna be introducing like the animals, like who made the animals. I'm gonna teach her like, you know, God made the animals. Right. And I talk about Noah's Ark, like how Noah put 2 of each animals on the ark and everything like that. The first book is gonna talk about all that. Yeah. So kids, y'all gonna know, like, you know, get the book, because it should be done in December, hopefully.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right?
So yeah.
It's like, as you're saying that, right? It's like, you're bigger. Like you said, music It's cool. See, you said this. I didn't say that. You said music is my hobby. And I'm thinking like, but you dope. Yo, you got skills. I didn't know nothing about you. So now you say this. Yo, I got ministry. I got the books. You are bigger than just music.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, yo, she's an artist. Yo, let me get up here. God makes no mistakes. Yeah.
No, he don't, and I know it. Like you said earlier, like I know my calling. I told my mama too. Like, you know, I already know my calling. So right now, I'm just going through the process, you know, of everything. And I know that like everything. Like I was listening to Priscilla. She's a like she teaches sermons and stuff like that or whatever. But like everything people do, you can be ministry anywhere you are. Like in corporate, you can do ministry. And I want to do ministry through my writing right now. Until I get to the point where I'm gospel, everything that's leading up to is going to be ministry right now. So I'm focused on, you know, like I said, building my legacy and talking to the young girls and just talking, not even just young girls, talking to the women. You know what I'm saying? Like talking to women older than me, people that, like you said, that 35 that ain't got it. You know, if I got it and God's putting it in my heart to say certain things. So I want to get that all written out, get it on songs and stuff like that before I go all the way there. But I'm walking. It's a process, and I'm walking into my calling. But when I get there, I want to make sure I'm, you know, I did everything that God had for me.
Yeah, you know? I'm not no prophet or nothing like that. But I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, you're already walking on water. Yeah, you're already walking on water.
Thank you.
Because, like you said, it's like, yo, you came. I needed a little help. It got a little rough. People don't know that. They don't see that. Some people go through and you can look at them like, yeah, you going through, you all right? People, you know, you ever seen people, you're like, yeah, you all right? It's just, they look like they're going through it.
Yeah.
Yo, you got a glow on you. It's a peace about you. Yo, don't worry about the situation.
Yeah.
You're already on your way. Because things that you're dealing with, and again, I don't know you. We haven't talked outside of this, right? For the people watching, we ain't talking. The things that you're going through, most people would have gave up already.
Yeah.
Not only are you still going, you're inspiring other people. You're thinking about other people. It's not even for my own gain. I want to help children. I want to help women. I want to help young women. God says, if you put me first, I give you everything you need.
Yes.
You're already doing that.
Yeah.
So everything else is going to be fall in place. So what's happening now is the distraction to get you off, to throw your hand up. I ain't going to do it. I'm going to give up. It's too much. I'm frustrated. You want to frustrate the purpose. Keep going. And the desires in your heart, all the things you see. I want to travel. Not only are you going to write a book, I can see you traveling.
Yeah.
Not just on the stage, though. Not just on stage. Like people are saying, oh, yeah, she's going to travel because you're going to be singing. No, not just singing like that, too. But like you said, even in singing, you're doing ministry. Yeah. Even in book signings, you're traveling.
Yeah.
I see you women speaking. What do they call them? What is the word? Motivational speakers. Like, you know how they have the quotes, the inspiration quotes of the day. That's in you.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
I never knew that when I invited you up here.
Yeah.
This is making my heart like, yo, that's all right there, but I'm gonna keep it together because I gotta be professional. But at 26 years old,
yeah,
that's a beautiful thing. And like I said, I got a 23-year-old daughter now. She's getting it together. She had a rough start. It ain't never over. So she's making me proud. Like, yo, all right, she's getting it. She's getting it. She's 23. She's getting it. At 26, you got it.
Let her listen to Let's Take a Shot, because that's what that's about too. That actually the song Let's Take a Shot, and it was so funny that you picked that for my flyer. Right. And you heard the whole song. That was me talking to my younger self. You know, even that's why I said in the song when I was like, you got the perfect kind of nose. Right. I didn't grow into my nose now, but I always had a big nose. Wow. You know, that was one of my insecurities when I was a kid. Right. You know? And people say so, like, you got a big nose. And people always call me pretty, but they be like, you got a big nose, whatever. So that's me. Let's Take a Shot. It's me talking to the younger me, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not over. I've been you before, you know. So it's like, just keep going, girl. Like, you got the perfect nose. You look good in red.
Right.
You know, you got pretty skin. That was me talking to the younger me.
Like you said, I never knew this. I heard the song. I like the song.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I will put this. Hey, it comes back. Wow. There's moments like that where it's like, you know what? Even though I'm doing the platform, I understand whose platform this is, and it's like I give him the glory because, like, yo, you can't orchestrate this type of stuff. You can't. Even if I knew and I would have tried to make it happen like this, it wouldn't have came out the same way. So this is a blessing right here in itself. Again,
and I appreciate you for inviting me on here.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to bring you back later. I'm gonna have to bring you back down the road, like, yo, because I know, yo,
absolutely.
Yeah, and I know you're gonna do big things, yo. I definitely appreciate you, yo, and I just want to again encourage you to keep going. It was definitely a pleasure to have you up here. We got one more video that we're gonna close it with.
Yes.
Right. This is my jam. This is my jam right here. Hold on.
You like this one?
This is my jam right here. Okay. That's why we put it last. I'll let you pick.
Okay,
Close to me is what it is. So if you got it,
this is another one. This is something about this song.
Right.
Men like this one. Most of the compliments I got off of this one was from men.
Wow.
So that was for you to say that is like crazy.
Confirmation.
This one love this one.
Confirmation. So at this point, you got any shout outs, anything you want to give? The family is in the comments. You want to shout anybody out or any last words for the people?
Yes. I want to say thank you to everybody that did tune in. And like I said earlier, I don't know if y'all tune in later, but you know, I'm not trying to build a following. I'm not trying to gain fans or nothing. I just simply want support. Like right now, I'm really am like I'm on a walk. And I'm on a walk with God, and I'm on a walk to my calling, you know, to my purpose. And so I'm just letting you guys see my journey. That's why I'm able to throw things out, and you know, some of the stuff is not perfect. I got work to do, but I want you guys to see. So when I do get to the top where I'm going, y'all gonna look back, y'all can see my whole progress, and y'all gonna be able to see like where I came from. Y'all know that y'all be able to do the same thing. You know, it takes work, and so you just gotta work. And you're going to get there. You know, don't sit still. Don't leave this earth like not, you know. God gave us all gifts. Right. Find your gift. He put us all on earth for a purpose. And you know what I'm saying? Do your purpose. Find your purpose. You know, he gave us all a mission. So accept your calling, accept your mission, and do it. You know, even if you fall down, y'all see it's gonna be songs on there. Y'all like, oh, she don't sound that good, or she could did better here and there. But then when y'all see the end product in a couple of years from now, y'all gonna see where I came from, and this is all through God. You know, He getting me better. Even every song, I'm getting better. Every writing, I'm getting better, and it's because, you know what I'm saying. I'm on a path, and I'm allowing y'all to see it. I didn't try to come out and be perfect.
Right.
You know, I'm letting y'all see my flaws, and y'all gonna see me get better, because we all can get better. We just gotta choose to be better. And I want to thank my family, my friends for watching. Anybody on Facebook, Instagram that I posted that y'all tapped in, thank you. I appreciate it. And my next song is "Close to Me," and that's a very special song. You know, I wanted to just do something about love. I was thinking about I was even thinking about like the married couples, like, you know, just having a love song for the people that's actually in love.
It definitely captured that. Yeah. You're definitely doing it again. Before we play it, salute to you again. Yo, may God continue to open doors and bless you and your family. Definitely was an honor to have you up here, and I definitely look forward to having you back. Salute to everybody that watched. Salute to your family that chimed in, whether you watched the live or you watched the playback. We definitely appreciate all of y'all. Without any further ado, close to you, close to me, close to me. I'm gonna let you do it.
Okay, y'all, this is my song, "Close to Me," Lexus Risean.
All right, and again, thank you. Hold on, before we do that, but they need to know where they can follow you. Hold on, let me put that up there. Let's do it right. We got to do it right. If y'all looking to collab, or you might need a songwriter, be sure to follow her on Instagram at Lexus_Risean. That's Risean. on Instagram, and that's the same name on most social media sites.
Yes.
Go check out the SoundCloud.
One more thing, guys. I make bracelets, healing bracelets, and prayer bracelets too. I'm not posting them on because people keep hitting me up. I don't have a website for them. I'm not selling them like that. I'm selling them in person. So when I do my shows, I do have shows coming up. When y'all meet me in person, then I'll have healing bracelets for y'all to, to meet me and get my energy, and y'all can buy from me there. And y'all can say y'all personally got them from me.
Yeah, that's dope.
They're not on sale for website. So when you meet me, that is something that a keepsake that you can take from me.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing right there, yo. Like I said, you more than meets the eye, yo. I'm gonna tell you that now. Yo, just keep going, yo. And that's a beautiful thing. And again, yo, as a Black woman, your Black excellence, yo, it don't matter about your past. Focus on your future.
Absolutely.
And I'm genuinely proud of you. You know, I'm saying that from the outside looking and hearing your story for what you represent. That's a beautiful thing right there. And I salute you. We're going to jump to the video again. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Y'all about to get me emotional, and I don't like doing that on the show. I like to keep it cool. I like to be the cool guy. But yo, when God is moving, he's moving. So we give him the honor, and we want to thank everybody for tuning in. And we love y'all. Everybody have a blessed week. Stay safe. Love on somebody. And we thank y'all for tuning in. All right.
You're so beautiful. I like the way you make me feel. So magical. When I'm in your arms, I melt. I love your smell. I love the way you look at me. Where you are, baby, I'll be on the way. Love don't rain down on us. Love in this home you may roam. You are no good for me, but somehow I still want you close to me. So come now, you know them other girls ain't me. Oh love, if you're a drug then I'm a fiend. I can't get enough, it's the rush you're giving me. So peaceful, with you I'm so complete. You are no good for me, but somehow I still want you close to me. So come now, you know them other girls ain't me. Oh love, if you're a drug then I'm a fiend. I can't get enough, it's the rush you're giving me. So peaceful, with you I'm so complete. Love come rain down on us. Love in this home you may roam. And love is kind, love is patient. Real love will never fail you. Love will never fail you. Love will never